Thanks. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. So guys, in today class, we can discuss dynamic inventory file and Ansible roles also. First, we can discuss, thanks. So project we can discuss tomorrow, guys, definitely. So please everyone join tomorrow. So like this, we created a project yesterday. So multiple stacks here. Each service application run as an individual service, card service, groceries, music, Google Pay. Like this, we created, and EFK stack also created. Like this is responsibility for the logs. Okay, this is completely deployed through automation process only, GitOps process. So EFK stack and Grafana Prometheus also. EFK stack for Elasticsearch, Fluentbit and Kibana for the logs. Grafana Prometheus for metrics and rest of all the applications. Okay. So definitely this is good project, I can say. So tomorrow we can plan by using GitHub Actions. Same process you can try to build GitLab CI/CD also. Okay. Later, maybe you may get some holidays in the festival, right? I know you are busy, but at least spend some time, 2 hours, 3 hours in the festival time also. So to do some kind of, this kind of developments. Okay. The projects are very important to get a more clarity in interview to explain the things. So if you do any good project, at least you can talk about on the project at least 10 to 15 minutes in your interview, right? If you say a simple projects, maybe they may question more uh, things on the project. Now, definitely, if you are good at this project, you may get most of the entry questions from this project only. If you keep any project, the most of the entry questions you will get from the whatever project you are going to mention in your resume only. Most of the questions. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Let's create a server. Ansible. Okay. So minimum 2 servers required to perform this action. Okay. Let's connect this Ansible server first. Have you attended Python classes yesterday? Who's your trainer? Ravi? Nice. Okay. I'm installing here. Ansible here. Okay. SSH-keys and cd.ssh. So cat idrsa public key. Take a public key from here, copy and connect a target server. VA authorized keys. Okay. Okay. So guys, now coming to dynamic inventory file, you no need to add any IPs into default path. Clear na? System has to call the target servers based on the tags. You can use anything, tags or whatever unique name. So we have to understand auto scaling group create a servers in the same name of the servers. So we no need to worry about it. So a server name is a dev. So by calling a EC2 names tags, we can use we can use inventory by calling a tags name as a dynamic inventory. If any new server created by ASG, the server name definitely you will get same name only. Auto scaling group not create servers in different names, same name. We can use that name as a target tag. So by running a dynamic inventories, automatically Ansible targets will increase or decrease based on the names. If ASG create a more servers, Ansible targets are more. If ASG deleted servers, Ansible targets are less. But here the unique calling is by name. So we have to take care while using any instance name for the different application, we have to keep tracking of the tags. Not because we are not supposed to use the same tags for different applications also. Clear na? Okay. So in this case, a dynamic inventory point of view, okay, first key verification is important, right? If any new server will created by ASG, if key verification, if you not put false, what will happen? New server will create and Ansible will expect yes or no SSH key verification. It may fail. In this case, first what we can do, etc ansible.cfg inside. So we have to keep default section we have tried. So this default section is important, guys. This default section, we are saying to Ansible, this is your default behavior, Ansible. So in this case, in the default configuration section inside, you can write what activities it has to be performed as a default activities. Okay. So far, I'm adding a host key checking equal to false as a default activity. Before adding this behavior is a true. I'm changing this behavior as to false. Now, yeah, I'm changing this behavior as a false. So now from now onwards, Ansible will not verify key verification yes or no. Directly it will try to ping if key is correct only. So you just understand, guys, this step is not authentication. This is just yes or no only. The authentication yes or no only ignore. But key is mandatory. Otherwise the communication will be not happen. Clear na, guys? Okay. This is done. And guys, if I run my inventory file, for example, Ansible all -mping, this will try to get the all the target nodes, right? Ping command will get the response pong here. But here I don't have any inventory file as of now. We haven't added any IP into the inventory file now. Clear now? That's what the error is. No inventory was paused. So no inventory is found here. But you can add your inventory. If you add your custom inventory, you have to pass your inventory file here. But if you are not pass any inventory information here, request will go to where? VI etc Ansible hosts inside. But unfortunately, I haven't added anything VI etc Ansible host for the target information also. You can see. Guys, tell me if I add any inventory here, IPs here, this inventory is not a dynamic inventory, static inventory. If any new server will create by ASG, someone has to collect the private IP and you have to add here. So this is not dynamic inventory, manual intervention. So someone can come and add here, right? No, we have to automate this process. No manual process to collect the private IP and add here. The reason we don't know ASG can create and delete server anytime based on the load. Clear na guys? So what we are looking here, if any new server will come, automatically Ansible will connect and perform the operations. Okay. In this case, we are not supposed to add any inventory file in the default section or any custom path. Okay. So what we can do, we can use this default configurations. So use this file now. You can add anything here. So for example, my inventory, you can collect like this, something we can give in the default section. So Ansible first priority always for the Ansible.cfg only. So Ansible configurations, I'm saying you can follow this thing and this thing and all. So here, if you add anything, the Ansible will follow what you are saying exactly. Clear na? Okay. So in this case, once you start this process, first we have to understand key verification is very important. So I have already added a key. If you want to check SSH, target private IP, see connected, right? Yeah. So now, sorry, exit. Clear na guys? So you are inside of Ansible again now. Now, the thing is very clear. So I'm going to implement dynamic inventory file. For that, we have to follow a few steps here. We have to install Python Boto 3 and we have to install the Ansible dependencies in the background. Few steps we have to follow. Okay. So I'm going to share the document with you, just 4 commands only. You just follow the document steps also. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is dynamic inventory file process. So guys, you tell me one thing. Ansible server get the tags list from the target servers, right? So API call only, right? Tags, calling a tags API call. Definitely your Ansible server required IAM role or not? API calls definitely required. Tags list, describe something if you run, the request will go to a target server to get information. In this case, first role is mandatory. Clear or not? Yes. So this process is first launch Ansible master node, attach IAM role to Ansible master, and create a node with the name of the dev. Just I'm saying the steps what you need to follow. So this is important, guys. First install Python and install Python 3 pip -y is enough. You can run these commands. We have to install and we need to create a IAM role. Guys, role has to be attached target server or Ansible server. Ansible server, performing Ansible first. Okay. Mean okay. So let's add this role to Ansible server. Okay. Now Okay, guys. Okay, so I'm inside of Ansible server now. So Python pip also install, role also attached. Yeah, so these steps you have to follow. And the next command is we have to install Ansible Galaxy. So this Ansible Galaxy will install the dependencies. So here I need a Amazon.aws dependencies. But if you run this command now guys, Ansible Galaxy collect install amazon.com. So already we are running this is inside the EC2 instance, right? So Ansible is not a AWS tool, right or not? So here you can see already installed. So you are running this command inside the EC2 amazon.aws already integrated. But when you run this command from your local laptop, so the laptop get the dependencies for the AWS. Those will be installed into your local laptop. Clear na guys? But Ansible is running into the already AWS EC2 instance. That's what this is already installed. Clear na? Okay. So SSH keygen already we know, already we have done. This is the process. So from here onwards, the concept will start important now. So this is already we have host key checking equal to false already we have added into the Ansible.cfg file. Now we are adding two more entries in the default section. So first default section we have added into the key verification equal to false. So Ansible will check the default activities. What is my default activities? Now I'm adding a two more entries in the inside the default activities. Ansible, this is your default activity. First you have to verify here only. Also, I'm adding a two more entries as a default entries, default activities for your process. What are those? Enable plugin equal to AWS EC2. The request has to go EC2, right? So plugins are required for the Ansible. I'm adding a AWS EC2 plugin. And this is very important. Now inventory I'm adding into default section. My inventory I'm adding into YAML file. So whatever YAML configurations you are doing, those are your inventory file now. So the inventory we are adding into default section. So first when you run any command, Ansible will go and check default section. My default section inside any inventory is there or not. Yes, inventory is there. Inventory is referred to one YAML file. The YAML, whatever you have written into that the configurations work like a your inventory configurations. Clear na? Okay. So let's add this two also into now default section. Okay. Now, so inventory is referred one YAML file, right? So inventory referred one YAML file also there into the current directory only. Current directory is what here? Ansible, right? This is directory, this is file. Current Ansible.cfg inside, I have added this YAML there into current directory only, single dot current directory. So this file current directory is what? Ansible only, right? This is the current directory. Inside directory only this file is there. So in this case, etc inside Ansible, I need to create one YAML file. That YAML is actual referred to your inventory, right? So what is the YAML name I have given? vi ec2.yaml, right? So let's take here. This is the YAML now. AWS underscore ec2.yaml. You can give any name, but I have given this name inside the configuration. So I'm using that. Okay. ec2.yaml. Huh? AWS underscore. Oh, ES2 I have given. YAML or YML I have. Okay, YML. Here. Okay. So first understand this Amazon EC2 plugin. Using this plugin, request will go to AWS EC2 and request will go to this region and request will go to tag section. Any tag is found on the name of the dev. This is your target inventory. Clear na? Okay. Now you can run the commands directly now. So like this we can add. So now you can run Ansible all -m ping. So fail to pass. It is Ansible AWS HTML with ML plugin config ML not ML inventory. Mm, okay. Invalid host platform plugins apply ending in is not allowed. This character reserved provided port. No inventory was formed. Okay. What happened? It failed to import the required Python libraries. Okay. Okay. I miss one thing is we have to install Boto3 here. That is miss pip install. That's what this plugins miss here. I think document inside I have added. Maybe I miss. Yeah, this is a miss. Okay. Pip install Boto3. Okay. Now you can run. Yeah. Okay. So this is working fine. But the thing is what? Host list is empty. Okay, whatever YAML list we have created, right? The list is empty. The reason my target node name is what? I have given target, but in my YAML insert given is what? Dev, right or not? Dev. So you can go and check. So here given, oh, YAML file I have to go. So given name is a dev target, right? Hmm. So now let's change this name dev. Now you can run. Okay. So what we can do, guys, from this server, I can take a AMI. Image name you can give anything, no problem. Dev. Any name you can give image name. Go to images sections. Okay. AMI is creating now. Status is pending. Okay. Okay. Available now. Okay. So guys, we have to give name dev only. Dev. So new server creating, you can assume it. This is creating by ASG. Yeah. Launching a server. Please everyone attend Python sessions. Okay. It's free of cost only, right? What happened? Why? Why you guys are laughing? Training started right yesterday. Yeah. Okay, guys. Now dev server created, right? Any problem in the training? Timings? No, right? Hmm? What happened? Let me know if any challenges, timings, and all. Okay. Okay. If I run Ansible all hyphen m ping, tell me my Ansible will able to connect two targets or not? Why no? First, why no? We're implementing this process to connect dynamically, right? Connected or not? See, two targets. Target one, target two. Clear or not? So first, two configurations you have to understand. First is SSH for connection. Second is tags. So SSH already we have created, I mean, that solution, SSH key solutions, we already created a AMI, right? So including existing servers. So keys configurations. AMI means what? All configurations plus plus EBS volume also. So that process we can easily work on. And coming to the dynamically calling, AML is there. When you apply, this will call instance name has same, so it is going to be called. Clear now? For example, now if you change instance, add one more V, you can run now. You will get only one response. Clear now? See, after run a command, you are getting only one response only. But definitely, name should be same, no doubt on this. So now, if I add a 5, 6 servers also, Ansible able to communicate or not? Same configurations required or not? If you run any ML, let's add a one ML here. Playbook.ml. Any name, test.ml or anything. You can add any playbook.ml here. So simple, you can add any playbook.ml. Now Ansible playbook test.ml. So this process is going to be performing to two servers. So when you run Ansible playbook test.ml, test.ml inside already you have added a host equal to all. So request will go to default section. Default section is redirecting into AML. AML will apply, get the info from the AWS EC2s. The plugin will help to take your request into AWS EC2 through Python Boto3 and then collect the tags and update into your internal process. So you're able to connect. Clear everyone? Yeah. How it will come? ASG AMI. AMI will not give any tags. While creating auto scaling group, the last step, right? Where we are giving a tags. ASG created servers, tag name equal to something. There only you have to man. Just I have given AMI name is just dev only. You can give any name. That's what I'm saying. AMI name is not decide anything here. Instance name. AMI name is different. Instance name is different. Clear now? Yeah. Any questions from anyone? You can call groups also. Groups process also. Yeah, you can run this kind of commands. You can check graph. So total how many servers connected? Two servers. You can see here in the graph, two servers connected. Clear now? If third server, if you had, you can see third server host also here. Matching tags. Guess just 5 minutes. Huh? Okay, guys. So clear till here the concept is? Thanks. Okay, we can implement groups concept also here. The ML, if you do some modifications, you can call different groups also. Clear? So we have to add a keyed groups concept here if you want to add. So we can add a keyed groups here. Separate. Yeah, let me add this one. Copy. If you want to add, you can add here. VI AWS EC2.ml. Yeah, this is what we use so far. I'm just commented this is. If you want to use the groups concept, you can follow the keyed groups. So guys, you can see I'm calling a key as a tax.name here. Here I'm using some prefix. The reason the prefix is mandatory here. If you not give a prefix, the group may be added on the dev name. The static inventory file also, if you use any dev group, test group, prod group, right? It may be conflicts will come. It may consider static plus dynamic also as a target. So dynamic inventory, you can add any prefix here to get a unique name. Okay, for example, now your group is dev, right? Now your inventory playbook.yaml inside you have to add tag underscore name underscore dev. Why group? Before you are adding a prefix here, tag name. So this, I mean, for example, if you not add this group, okay, let me queue. I'm not okay as it is. So for example, my end multiple instances are there. Let me do one thing. One is dev, for example, one is test I'm adding here. Clear na guys? Total 2 tags. Now, if you add into here, definitely guys, regions also we can pass list here. If multiple regions, if you consider. So US East one, if you mention, the request will go to this region inside. See, tags are region specific only, right? So that's what, if you want to add a multiple regions, you can add. And here, guys, tell me one thing. Okay, save this. Now Ansible all hyphen m ping. Okay, now you can see you got a request from 2 servers. Okay, and coming to the playbook.yaml, let's say, yeah, test.yaml is there na, carefully observe here. So I'm adding a s, right, become sorry, host all, right? Now I want to perform dev only. If I mention dev, will it work? Ansible playbook, no host matched. See guys, this is group calling, right? But this is not a group, right? We haven't created any group, right? That's what. Clear what I'm trying to say? If you want to separately call a specific list of tags as a separate group, definitely you have to use a keyed list, group list. So before also we discussed, right? So all, when you mention a all, that will consider all IPs. If you added dev group, separate IPs, test group, separate IPs, you can call dev. But here this AML inside, we are not creating any groups, right? But in the playbook.yaml inside, I'm calling a group. So both are not matching, right? We don't have any group dev here. Dev tag is value only there. There is no group here. That's what your playbook is fail here. Clear or not? What? Even leave it for the playbook. You can run manually also. Ansible all hyphen m ping is there na. If you give dev, same result. Dev group does not exist. It's a value. So such a case is what we can do. We have to create a groups. Clear now? Okay. Yeah. So now develop. So here I'm giving a dev in the tag list. Filter name equal tag. Tags name equal to prefix. I'm giving here. You can see this time. Yeah. Why it's not calling again? Prefix is missing, right? What I need to give here? Tag name. Let me check that exactly what I have given. Tag name prefix. Okay. Working or not? No. So my group, I have added a prefix before with separator. So the meaning is what here? Name equal to tag underscore name underscore dev. But if I'm calling, see, I'm adding everything here only. You can see prefix I'm adding after calling a group as a dev. You can add one more group also here, test. So again, tag underscore name underscore test. You can add prod also. Tag underscore name underscore prod. Like that it works. Clear now? Now tell me, if I add all, what will happen now? My point of view, all also dev group only exists, right? All means dev only. Clear now? If test group also there, dev plus test group. Prod group also there, dev plus test plus prod group. All means. No, I want to call a specific group, dev group. Tags underscore name underscore dev. Clear now? Like this, we have to manage dynamic inventories. For example, most of the interviews may be Ansible if they ask how you can build a communication Ansible master and control node. Definitely, you can say take a private IPs from the target. We can add inventory file and SSH key configurations. Definitely expected question from them. How we can add this? How you can control dynamically? So your servers running through auto scaling group. If you want to perform, then every time how you can collect the node IP and add. Definitely expected question. Next question is, so you have to explain this process. Any questions from anyone? Okay. The priority will be this default section. If you add even VI inventory file, separate inventory file also, if you not mention, request will come to here only always, default section only. So first steps are what? First, we have to create a IAM role and attach to Ansible node. And second, install Python 3, Python pip and Boto 3. That's it. And write a configuration file inside AWS ESO.TML map where you have written ESO.TML. ESO.TML inside, you have to add a tags list. Groups are individual. I think you have already done Grafana Prometheus, right? You got it right, something how it works in Ansible now. I will take one good project on Ansible also. So end-to-end automation, including Lambda function and all. Okay. So coming 3 days, we can plan projects only. Festival, definitely I'll give you some break. If Ansible also complete before start Azure and GCP. Okay. Are you planning to go your hometowns or not? Why? Naresh, it will give 3 days holidays, definitely. Huh? Where you go, you are here only, right? If you don't have such a plans, please spend time to complete the projects and all. It's kind of break, right? And let me know, guys. Mock interview. If you need any concepts, I can build a few concepts and give them mock interviews URLs. You can practice. So 1 week, if you are free, for example, so I can add mock interviews for Terraform, Git, separate links. So every day one concept. For example, Monday Git, Tuesday Terraform, Wednesday Jenkins. Like that we can plan. Okay. The 6 days mock interviews are very helpful, guys. Time management, how to interact with the AI. If you give some gap now, AI again speak, right? So how you can manage? Same thing in some interviewers also. If you give some gap, they may understand you done. Understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. These and all, the interview management is very important. Time management is very important for the interview. Understand? If interviewer asks a question, if you know answer, Try to spend some time with the question. Don't give one word answers. If you give one word answers, he may ask more questions, right? The 30 minutes, how you management, time management is very important. If you give quickly answers, they may ask more questions, right or not? So don't encourage interviewer to ask more questions. When I say like this also, don't spend a one answer with 15 minutes. They can also understand this, he is dragging. So that's what the management is very important. That's what the mock interviews are helpful here. Many people are saying, sir, AI keep on talking. If you not interact with the AI keep on talking only, right? You have to interact with the AI. So try multiple times with good camera quality, with speaker, mic enable and all. So I can see few errors. Mic is not working. For mic provision is not good. Also, AI will not allow to take interviews. Camera quality also, camera is not working. Also, AI is not allowed to take interviews. So if your mobile, if your laptop some issue is there, give it mobile also. Every mobile camera is there right now. And laptop, if it is not support, check any plugins, camera related issues are there in your laptop. You can test first. Clear na? Ah, and yes. No, no, single AML instead only we have to manage. Multiple groups are multiple tags. Yeah, I have created for dev group, right? In this AML only you can create test group also. Groups is there na? Group 1, group 2, group 3 like this. So list of tags, how I have added dev, test, prod. Instead of adding, you can create a group 1, group 2, group, dev group, test group, prod group like this. Individual groups we need, right? To calling purpose. Okay. Clear till here? Okay. Let's go to the next concept. Yes, let me explain. There is a concept include modules. Include module is a concept. For example, we have added into the AML file inside multiple tasks, right? AML inside, for example, you can see the difference here. You can see this. So here total 4 tasks are there. Task 1, install HTTP software, start web server, copying the file, restart the server. 4 tasks are there. Okay. So these 4 tasks we have included into single AML file, playbook.aml file. These 4 tasks will be executed one by one, one by one, one by one. Include module concept is what? We can separate these tasks into child.amls. Okay, you can see here. Child start.aml, child install.aml, child copy.aml, child restart.aml. Here index.html also there. Here main.aml is there na? Main.aml will call this child amls. Install.aml, start.aml, copy.aml, restart.aml. I don't want to call restart.aml for example. My main.aml instead I can add only 3. So individually calling reusability purpose, instead of adding into the single AML file, we can separate the tasks as a child modules. We can add into the main.aml as a include tasks. Clear na? For example, yeah. For example, I'm adding this one. For example, if I run now Ansible playbook main.aml. So now you can see child install, child restart, child copy, child start, these and all missing, right? So main AML trying to call your child.amls. So those are missing, right? So that's what this is unable to call. Now I'm adding here, copy, child install.aml, you can add, paste. Now you can run. So see, install process has done. One task, two tasks are okay, three are failed. One is gathering facts are okay, and install process is okay. Remaining three failed. One child.aml start failed, copy failed, restart failed. So again we can add child start.aml. Okay, next I'm adding here copy.aml here. So definitely I'll get an error if index.html is not there in the local, right? ls syntax.html is missing, right? Copy. And next vi. Now you can see fail again. Which phase is failing? Copy. So index.html is missing, right? So index.html. So you can add hello. So now it's working background dynamic inventory. Clear now? Restart. So this is called include modules. For example, you run multiple AMLs are there. If you want to orchestrate those AMLs, you can write one main.aml. You can orchestrate for the flow. For example, front end, back end, database, this kind of AMLs are there. You want to orchestrate first, RDS should run, back end should run, front end should run. So we can orchestrate by using this include modules. Clear na? So there is a concept in Ansible roles. In Ansible role, we can use this include module concept. Okay. So this is include module. And finally, Ansible role. So Ansible role is, guys, kind of Helm charts. It will provide a complete structure, right? For the Kubernetes, for the YAML files. Same in Ansible also. It will provide a structured way organizing tasks and templates and files and variables and everything here only. So how to work with Ansible role? So once you run this command, Ansible Galaxy init something project name you can give. You can see Ansible Galaxy init. I'm giving a test for example. So role created successfully, right? Now ls. So test is there now. cd test. So m install tree-y ls. Now you can see these are the structure created by Ansible role. You have to create like this if you don't want to take any Ansible role help. You can create, but control also very good here. Once we add everything here, we can control by using Ansible role commands. Now you can see the tree command. So these are the AMLs are created inside, right? So now you can see handlers, metadata, tasks, any files are there, file section files you can add, variables are there, any inventory things are there. Everything we can add here. Okay. So you can create a separate structure or we can follow the role structure. Clear na? So we can add a simple AMLs here. Tasks means what tasks you want to perform. You can add a list of tasks here. So can I add in the tasks inside child, all the child tasks? You can see here, role. See, these are the tasks. You can see tasks under child copy.ml, child install.ml, child start.ml, and main.ml. So tasks inside include module process I have added here. Complete. This main.ml calls install, start, copy. Clear now? So now tasks under, can I add this structure now? Copy.ml, install.ml, start.ml. Okay. Let's go to add one by one now. Let's go to tasks, ls. So main.ml already there, vi main.ml. So these are the tasks we have to give. I'm deleting everything from here. So you can add main.ml tasks inside. This is I'm adding here. I will show full stack project also by using this roles concept. But one thing is very clear, Ansible not to deploy any project. Ansible is to deploy configurations only. Clear na? Not to deploy any project. So VI, and next, so VI child, I'm adding a copy.ml also. Child copy.ml. YAML all are I'm using. So you can add a copy.ml also here. Next VI install.ml. So main.ml updated, copy.ml updated, everything is there, right? Next, variables. If you want to add a variables also we can add. And coming to the handler section. So handler section, you can see restart I'm adding into the handler section. So separately handler is there, right? You no need to see. So for what we did, handler, if handler concept is there, we have added a handler into separate file, right? I mean, inside only we have added. Now, no need to maintain, no need to add into the same section here, handler.ml, you can see. Here only have added a handler in the same ML. But we have a proper structure, right? Handlers directory created. So you can add a restart block, not inside the child.ml inside. We can add into the separately, not in tasks inside. So we have a handler directory, ls. You can handler here. So this handler restart web server. Okay, are missing here. I think we can go and check here. Whatever I have added in the task section. Here also are missing. Notifiers are missing, right? Both should be same name, right? Event and handler. So here R is there. There also R is required. Clear now? Next, you can add here file section. So file sections inside index.html you can add here only. So go to the file section. CD file section. So vi index.html. So you can add something here. Clear now? So handlers I have added, index.html also have added. Yeah. So now if you want to run this role, what you need to do, you have, for example, guys, let me show you. So this is your role test, right? If you want to execute this role, you should have a Ansible playbook only support YAML files only. But this is folder, right? So what we can do, we can create a one YAML file to call this role, call this folder. This is main YAML now. Main YAML to manage the roles. So in this case, your main YAML contains to call a one role. You can see here. Yeah. Click on the roles, tests. Yeah. Now you can see this YAML is calling your role, right? So you can see here, I can add here, copy. My role name is what test, right? You can add here role.yaml something. Here, what I need to do change? My role name is what? Test. Clear na? So this YAML is calling the test one. So when you apply, this test will call inside all the tasks and files. It will be take care. Okay. But controlling only for the test, but everything will be manageable. Okay. Now Ansible playbook role.yaml. So this is calling role.yaml. Role.yaml insert test is there. Role.yaml insert test is going to apply now. So fails are 0, changed, equal to 4, total 8. Clear na? So like this, we can manage Ansible roles. Now I'm going to show you guys one project here. Our project, 3-tier full stack project. You can understand. So you can give a try that. Ansible 3-tier deployment. You can see this playbook.yaml is for what? Call this role. This role is inside. See, backend is there, front end is there, common is there, git clone is there. So how many roles are there here? Multiple is there, right? If you open a backend, main.yaml is there, na? Backend main.yaml. So here you can see, I'm going to build a Docker image and I'm going to run as a container and I'm going to connect this container as RDS. Clear, na? See, this is quite similar as a Docker Compose. There is no much difference. Same thing you can see. Yeah, backend. Next, front end role. If you can open the front end role. So front end role also going to deploy, build a image and run a container. Okay. So this container is start 8180 to connect a backend. Okay. Same like a Docker Compose. Okay. Front end is okay. Backend is okay. Common tasks are there now. What are the common tasks? To perform this process, Git has to be installed, Docker has to be installed, right? So this is going to be install Git and going to be install Docker, common tasks. And Git clone task. So I'm going to clone the Git repository. So this is Git role task. But how these can be manageable, everything, let me show you. Playbook.yaml is there now. See, this is controlling now. First, which role is going to be executed? Common, then Git clone, then front end. I need to add actually backend first and front end last. Clear now? Now you can see repo URL, Git is going to be clone and in this directory inside, next front end image is going to be deploy, then backend image is going to deploy. These are the RDS hosts. These are what? Variables. Understand? Yeah. For example, let me build this process. Ansible 3-tier project, clone. mkdir, git clone. RDS is missing, right? Definitely get an error. Ansible 3 project. What I need to do? Just apply YAML file only. Ansible playbook.yaml. This will call roles. Number of roles. Number of roles are what? Common is there, git clone is there, front end is there, back end is there. First, my project is there in the GitHub, right? Git clone my project. Clone my project and build a first install common, right? We have given common role first, you can see. What common contains? Installations, whatever installations required. Common contains what here? Git and Docker installation. Next, which role will be executed? Why? If Git is not there, how Git clone will work? So I'm using here loops concept, Git and Docker. Okay. Installation is done. Next task is what? Git clone. Next is what? Git clone done. After Git clone, front end is running. You can change actual back end should run first. Front end is running. So front end, you can understand here. Go to my project repository. My project repository. This is going to be clone. And front end, it is going to be clone client. You can see front end YAML inside, you can understand. See, I'm using client directory, call the only front end. Backend time, I can use backend here. I'm using a directory as backend. So created this path, inside path, it will be clone. Clear now? So image also build on the same name, and it is going to be start as a container. It is going to be connect to RDS, the background, backend. Now you can see this process. Now front end image is building, right? To build a front end image, Docker should be required or not? Docker already installed, right? Now Docker image is going to be built. And also run a container also. See, front end is running now. So front end, it is taking a first Docker file. It's a build. And once build a image, you can see here I have added already front end inside main.yaml. See, first build a image. How many tasks are there here? 2 tasks. You can understand these are the child tasks. First image build, then run a container. So you have to add just entry Docker container only. Docker container entry, if you can add a container, will start from this image. And next Docker image means source as a build. Docker build a image. The Docker file exists inside the app path client inside. So it build a image. Still front end is going to deploy. So what you need to do changes here, just RDS. Create RDS instance, go to the backend. You can add here username, host, password, port number. That's it only. Clear na? So inside the server, front end container will run, back end container will run, front end back end will communicate based on these ports, and back end will communicate RDS based on this host. That's it. But one thing is very clear, your front end code inside, you need to give your server IP colon port number. Which port back end is running? 84, right? You have to give front end URL inside public IP or private IP colon 84. So before build, I'm saying, so that it will communicate backend through this port and host name, local host. Same Docker Compose you have done, right? Front and back and RDS, same concept you can apply. But this is Ansible roles. See, done. Backend. Now you can check. Why Docker command not found? This is Ansible server only. But Docker running into where? Target nodes. Go to the target node. Already here. Docker images, backend API, front-end API, Docker PS. So two containers running or not, backend and front-end. But RDS is not there, right? Definitely you are unable to, just we can click here. What is the port number I have given in front-end? 81 given, huh? Yeah, 81. You will get only front-end page because backend DB is missing, right? Communication, that's what. Clear now? So do this project also today. But one thing is very clear in an interview, don't mention this project. This is to get a clarity only I have explained. Okay. Ansible we are not using to deploy any projects. Ansible is for only configurations, monitoring agent configurations, users creation configurations. For project required all configurations, we can go with Ansible. There is no state file, right, in Ansible. So infrastructure also, if you build through Ansible, Ansible will create a multiple resources every runtime. There is no state file like a Terraform. Clear now? By using Ansible also you can create a EC2 instance, but not recommended. So clear everyone? So today just practice dynamic inventory and this project. Clear now? That's it for today. Thank you guys. So tomorrow please attend everyone. I'm going to discuss a project. And Ansible project is one Ansible project. Real use case, I'll explain the Ansible. You can add that project into your resume, not this one. Okay. And the main project for us also I'm going to discuss in coming 2-3 days. Only projects. Thank you. Bye, guys.